two really strong defensive games over the weekend. How would you assess the back-to-back set?
Yeah, I thought we still did a pretty good job against St. Louis, but obviously good to bounce back from that. I mean, we could have easily scored a couple more, but their goalie did a good job. So, but still, good to bounce back and get those 2 points. Obviously, it was a real tight game, but yeah, strong effort throughout the weekend.
And of course, there's no replacing a guy like J.G. Pajot, but what can you guys do as a forward group in his absence?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really having a really big impact on our team. He's really smart out there and pretty much can use him all over the ice. So he's a really big part of our team. But obviously we have to try to fill in and do our job to help our team in any other way. So and he's having a really big year with Holmes on the PK. So we have to keep that up.
Patrick mentioned how he's been giving you some PK minutes. What's been your experience like so far, shorthanded?
Yeah, it's I've been watching a lot of clips lately and trying to, like I said, help the team in any way I can. So it's a big part. Like we gain a lot of momentum from that too, and yeah, I was excited to try that out. I think we did a pretty good job too. So it's a good feeling.
Have you played PK before, or is it totally new for you?
No, it's not totally new, but not like regularly lately. So it's a good feeling to get out there.
Besides obviously being down a man, what's the difference in your defensive game when you're playing 5-on-5 in the D zone versus being on the PK?
It's more you pack it in a little bit. You pretty much it's a real different game where you talk a lot more. You talk usually, but I would say it's more you're real thorough with not losing a guy or anything like that. So it's fun because it's real pack mentality when you're out there as a four-man group and you're down a guy. So it's a little bit different mentality, but it's fun.
Of course, two pretty strong defensive games over the weekend. How would you assess the back-to-back set?
I think getting Sunday changed the mood of the weekend. It was a tough one on Saturday. It was a tight game and kind of came up short. But to rebound and play a solid one on Sunday, obviously it was a light scoring affair, but I think just our game in total was a strong one and just found a way to win. I mean, Baum's going out there in the shootout, Riddy making some saves when we needed it and ended up getting the extra point. It was a big two.
The team overall this season has been higher scoring affairs, but to play a tight game like that, no score, past regulation, is there a difference in mentality versus games where you score like 3-4 goals?
No, I think we have the same mentality, but you're going to find yourselves in tight games and low scoring affairs throughout the year. Kind of found one each day, Saturday and Sunday, and that's how a lot of the hockey is down the stretch. It starts to tighten up pretty good, and less penalties are called, and games are tighter, and there's team making pushes and whatnot. So it's we got to get used to those games, and it's good to be adjusted and feel comfortable in them. And I think we do feel good in those spots.
And two tough losses in Pajot and Romanov being out, missing some time. How can the team step up in their absence?
Oh, we all got to pull the rope on this one. Romy on the back end and Pager up front. Those are some key losses, and we could feel it on the bench. But I think the guys stood up and filled their roles as best they could. But two versatile guys, mainstays for Romy on the back. His presence, physicality, and Pager. His utility is some of the best in the league. So we miss those guys right now, but we just got to find a way.
To ask you about Cal Ritchie. Of course, he found his offensive side of the game, scoring his first 3 points there. But how has he been settling into the group recently?
Yeah, you can see his game just kind of starting to grow a little bit, and he's more comfortable and start making some plays. And sometimes you just need to get one, you need to get a bounce, and he's played hard enough and well enough to earn a bounce and play some good hockey. And once you start feeling like that, things tend to roll, and I think we're seeing that from him.
Chemistry with Shabanov in particular has been really, budding as of late. But with Shabanov, with him breaking out offensively, how is he, what kind of steps has he taken in a few weeks?
Well, I think he's He wants the puck. He wants that puck on his stick and wants to make something happen with every touch. So, and he's doing that. I think he's got extremely high skill, and when he gets some space for himself and is able to use that skill, good things happen.
Pretty long road trip and busy stretch, but to have yesterday off and today for a good practice day, how luxurious is that?
Yeah, it was kind of different today in a way that we haven't practiced. But we had last practice was in Vegas or something like this. So, but you know what? The key was working on things we think we have to do well tomorrow against the Bruins, and I thought we accomplished that.
Are you planning on having Cizikas for tomorrow?
Yes.
And then with the power play, I know percentage-wise it's dead last, but it's looked dangerous. What more, besides putting the puck in net, do you feel like you guys have to do in terms of movement to score?
Offensively, you mean?
Yeah, in the power play.
What I love about our power play right now is our entries. We're doing a really good job getting the puck in. What I also like about our power play is the possession time. We possess that puck. Now, we have good looks. We had example the game against Detroit. I thought we had a lot of shots, quality chances. Now it's just a matter of bear down on those chances because we're doing a lot of really good things.
You talked about trying out Emil Heineman on the PK, but what is it about his defensive game that made him a good candidate for that?
Well, the way he's playing 5-on-5 brings a lot of confidence to us as a coaching staff and trust, and so we said, why not give him? We felt like we had to try different players. If something happened, I mean, let's say if Bomb's in the box or Bo's in the box or Pager's in the box, now Pager's hurt, so we need to have different guys, and we thought that'd be a good fit for him. And actually, you know what? He's been doing a really nice job.
To follow up on that, how much confidence do you have if Kellen Ritchie had to hop in on the PK? I know he played a lot of it in juniors. Is there confidence there with him?
Yes, absolutely. Well, he's a 200-feet guy, so I have zero problem for him to go in the penalty killing. And then I really, when we play 5-on-5, I'm not nervous if he plays against top lines. So, I mean, could he play PK? Absolutely.
But Matt Barzal was saying that he feels like his game is kind of at a high and has a quality to it that maybe it hasn't always had.
I'm very happy with his game. Yes, absolutely. I'm very happy. Last game, I mean, he got 6 shots on net. I mean, he brought the puck to the net. I mean, he generated a lot of offense. I mean, I am very happy with him. Absolutely happy with his game.
A challenge for Matthew as teams now start to see him a second time around.
What we talk about?
Schaefer, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter between you and I. I mean, it's the way he's playing. I mean, he's playing well offensively. He's playing well defensively. When he makes a mistake, his teammates are there for him. His confidence is high. I feel like I don't know. I don't see any adjustment on this part. I mean, maybe other teams will make some adjustment, but I feel comfortable that he's just going to continue to roll the way he is right now.
Do you think the fact that this team is winning has helped his development, where he hasn't had to press or feel like he's got to do something a little bit extra?
Well, there's 2 things. First of all, the quality of the players he plays with, that helps. I mean, and then B, yes, winning helps as well. Right now, I mean, the team is playing with a lot of confidence, and I feel like it's good for everyone.
With Riddick, he's got a huge personality. Just what does that do for a room and just for a coaching staff when you have a guy like that who's so competitive but jokes around, keeps things light?
Yeah, no, it's a great addition for our team because, first of all, he's been playing really well. But what I love about him is he understands his role, and he's playing it perfectly. He stays there with the guys at the end of practice, takes some extra shots, talking with the guys. He's during his games, he communicates very well. I think that helps our team as well.
Is Pajot able to skate on his own just because
No.
it's an upper body? Okay.
No, he hasn't skated on his own.
Is this the best you've seen Bo Horvat play since you've gotten here?
I thought he played really well last year, so and the way he's playing right now, I would almost have to say yes. I mean, Bo has been pretty steady since the start of the season. I mean, every night I know I could count on him. He's playing that 200-feet game. I thought it was pretty good what he did on that shootout. You know, like coming in. I mean, we talk about bold all year. That was a bold moment for me. I mean, show some swagger and coming in and put that one in and kept us into the shootout, and Ponzi came in right after to win the one for us. But sometimes people don't realize, but there was a lot of pressure on him, and I thought that he showed great poise at that moment.
To follow up on that, when you have a veteran, a leader like that, how does that influence the rest of the group and maybe set the tone?
I hope it does have a great influence. I mean, I would love to, when I was playing and I see the Sakic or the Forsberg or the Borg doing things like this, certainly motivated me, and I'm sure it has the same influence on the guys.